Welcome to another day of filming some BS.
That's BS. So today we decided that we were going to talk about polyamory because, why?
Not to be confused with polygamy.
Yeah, one's what? Marrying
More than one
more
wife.
than wife. I mean, which technically, it's not legal in Canada to marry more than one wife, but if we could, we would definitely have another wife.
Yeah. She'll probably wear a ring, but
We'll figure out how to make it work.
we'll get lawyers involved.
Yeah, because marriage was just wanting to keep someone attached to you and getting the government involved. I love you so
Exactly.
much, we need to get the government involved, so...
We need to make paperwork about this.
Yeah.
Do our taxes together. So, well, it'd be sweet. Maybe we'll get a tax relief because we have a second partner.
How would you claim that, though? Because then you have...
It wouldn't be possible.
No.
Somebody would be claiming, well, we could alternate. You two claim together 1 year, I claim by myself, and then, yeah.
I feel like then you'd definitely get audited on taxes.
Why? Because you switch back and forth from partner to partner? Technically, common law is like less than a year or something like that that you're living together.
Over a year, I think.
Well, we'll fact check that.
We'll fact check. Yeah.
I'll place a bet and say that it's under a year to be common law.
I think it's over.
Yep. Where's my phone? I can do this right now.
Okay, you keep talking.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit today about what polyamory means to us and why we've chose this path and what we get out of it, and we hope our future partner gets out of it. And what's the verdict? I don't understand why you don't just go, hey, Google.
Because I don't talk to my phone. I don't like talking.
And I suck at typing, so.
Yeah. That's why I like doing the computer stuff. I can't wait. I don't know how to Google things.
She really doesn't. This one time I told her to look up where to get firewood, and she looked at me like I was fucking retarded. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean, look up where to get fire? Like,
no.
An ad for people selling fire? No. Doesn't comprehend. No. She actually got mad at me and made me do it while I was distracted driving.
How long together before common law? Oh, apparently it says 3 years.
Bullshit. Then how would we be filing our taxes together already?
Together or in a relationship of interdependence for at least 3 years.
Well, we filed our taxes together this year. So.
Interesting. And then this one says 12 months. So I say it's over a year. Anyways, polyamory.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why have we chosen this life? I think that a big thing is because we just have a lot of love to give, right?
That, and there's certain things that we can't give each other.
Mm-hmm.
So our ideal future third would definitely be somebody who's a little softer, more caring.
What is caring?
Because Shoni seems to be a little disconnected from feelings sometimes. Yeah. And I need a bit of softer love, but on the same page, Shoni needs the exact same thing.
And feminine.
She needs feminine love.
I need girl love.
Girl love.
Yeah.
Because I can't give girl love.
No.
I am
a man.
But I'm romantic I'm more
protector
and what's
caregiver.
The word?
You take care of, like.
Yeah.
I don't know what word you're looking for.
Practical. My love is very practical. Right down to like getting a gift. I'll get her something that she needs more than something that...
I'm almost surprised that Jacqueline and I don't have matching winter jackets. That would have been cute.
it would be impossible for you guys to have winter jackets that match because I took you guys and made you pick your own gifts.
I mean, that's fair. But we both have winter jackets.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Shoni had a winter jacket, but she doesn't like hanging it up, and my dog likes to eat things that aren't hung up.
She likes to eat zippers,
She
not
eats
necessarily
zippers.
things that aren't hung up.
She eats zippers,
Yeah.
the plastic little bits that are on like the strings,
Phone chargers.
phone chargers.
Yeah. Metal. If it's got metal on it, she's going to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless, I'm definitely more of a practical love and gift giver. Very protective, I would say. And I do need someone that can
Give more empathy.
give more empathy.
Yeah.
And Shoni lacks in that, whereas I lack to Shoni being able to give the soft touch, feminine love.
Yeah, the girl love.
Yeah. It was kind of a conversation that we had
Right at the beginning.
right at the beginning. I think it was within a day or two that if we were going to be together,
Yeah, this is what we need.
that this is what we need, and one partner for the rest of our life just wasn't
Enough.
enough or,
Fair to each other.
yeah, fair to each other. That as well as I can admit I've cheated in the past.
I have
And
to.
Shoni has too. Once a cheater, always a cheater kind of thing. So if you just bring that person in, it helps that you're bisexual,
It does.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does. It makes that easier because then that way we do have, when we have those urges,
Mhm.
that desire, then we can talk about it and bring additional people in. And we are pretty good at agreeing on what we like, what we're attracted to. There's some things that you look at that I don't necessarily find attractive, and there's things that I find attractive that you don't. But
Yeah, I wouldn't say so much that we don't find attractive. That is, it's just less important. Like it's not like
you're an ass man and I'm boobs.
yeah, I'm definitely ass
Yeah.
for sure. I'm gonna be flat chested, but if you got a big ass, fucking
Yeah.
yeah, that's okay. But I got a girl with a big ass and big tits.
Yeah.
So
Yes, our third doesn't necessarily need to have either.
yeah,
And
exactly.
probably isn't going to be a bodybuilder.
No, I hope not. I hope not. I don't think I could handle that much fucking fitness and bodybuilding energy.
She's got to be fit, though. Like, she has to take care of
No,
herself.
it's just to care about herself.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we've also, it's funny, we get asked a lot, like, about jealousy
Mm.
and stuff like that. And honestly, like,
We really don't get jealous.
no, we really don't get jealous at all. Like,
Yeah.
we almost work better. We've never had an awkward moment either. Like all the partners that we've had together, like you and I have shared together at the same time,
Yeah.
has never been awkward, and it's always been good because we hear horror stories about people's
Oh my
bad
god, we've heard
threesomes.
so many horror stories.
When
Like,
we,
we're going to have
like-
to do one that's just
Yeah.
horror stories.
Yeah, and people tell us all their horror stories
Oh.
about threesomes, and oh, it's happened here, and I tried it with an ex, and this and that, and
Oh.
girls have told us that they've had the other girl leave crying.
Yeah.
Super awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, no, every time we've had someone introduced into our relationship, it's almost always gotten better. Like, we kind of keep setting the bar,
Yeah.
which eventually I'm sure we'll run into a horror story or two.
We've definitely slept with more friends. People
Yeah.
that we were friends with first.
Yeah.
But we have also
Did
dated.
some strange.
Yeah, I guess, well, you could call it strange because the day we matched, we hit that for sure. So, but it was all good. Never had an awkward moment. It's never created any tension between us and the friends.
No, it's definitely easier to develop through friendship. Like, that's just how we show love with
Mhm.
our friends. Because I really don't know how to show love to my friends. Like, I am a shit friend. If I can't fuck you, I'm a shit friend.
Yeah.
Like,
People say, like, I don't understand it and this and that. And it's like, I always explain it as in, well, do you have one more more than one really close friend? Yes. Would you have a hard time differentiating between who's your best friend? Well, yes. Well, it goes the same way, just with a more intimate connection. And that's something that we like too.
We like the intimacy, yeah.
Yeah, physical is one thing. Physical is fun and all that. But if there's not the intimacy there, it doesn't really do it for us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of why it goes further than just having multiple sexual partners.
Yeah.
And we want a third. We want our wife.
Yeah, we don't. And then once we have our wife, we've talked too that, like, that's probably enough. Like, sure, we might have some fun flings here and there with the three of us, like with additional people. But really, once we have our wife, that's enough love for us. Like, with the way the three dynamic will work, I will have that satisfaction of my girl love. I'll have me and her will have our man love, and hopefully you'll have that intimacy support and the strength support as well from me. So
that, and it helps balance as well, because it'll help. Like, there's definitely things that girls do that I don't want to fucking do. Like,
go to the witchy stores.
Go to witch stores and spend fucking multiple hours shopping. So it's like, oh, you guys can go fly at her and do that. And there will be things that me and our partner like to do that Shoni doesn't. And that'll be our thing as well.
And I do like my time too, which I feel guilty sometimes for taking, because, like, I feel that I have to give you my time. If you're just sitting watching the TV, like, I feel like I need to be here with you, and then I feel guilty for going and doing my own thing and having my time, and then it causes a
and then I sit here and like today, for example, I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Wake up, eat, run dogs.
Yeah.
Shoni packs my lunch and stuff like that, and then I go to work. I start work at 6. I leave at 5, and then by the time I get home, 5:30, I'm still in my work clothes right now. So it's like I spend a lot of my time working. So, and it's a balance of me wanting to spend some time for myself and relaxing. And I also sit on the couch and feel like
guilty because
for
I'm
not
running around
doing anything, and she's doing things. So I don't know how that pertains to this. Maybe I'll just feel more guilty sitting on the couch relaxing while 2 women are running around cleaning the house.
Well, I mean, the house will hopefully stay cleaner because it'll be the jobs we can disperse a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's like, what do we call ourselves? Dinks? Dual income, no kids?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine triple income, no kids? Tinks.
God.
Yeah, oh, that's a little gay. Oh, no, that's twinks. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tinks.
Yeah.
Twink. She's the gay one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need that girl love. I have that desire towards women still, and if I don't explore that, like, if you weren't able to provide to 2 women, then I think it would definitely cause additional issues, because, like, we've seen when I need that girl love and you can't give that to me, that I get a little moody. I'm just always a little moody, though. We're girls. We're moody.
Yeah. But I think that I can accommodate just fine.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah. Stamina for bodybuilders is not something we need to worry about.
No. I do need to work on my cardio these days, but going the distance for me isn't an issue.
No.
Pretty much everybody that we've been with always gives us a...
Are you guys done yet?
Are you done? Like, are you still going? It's like, we've both finished. Are you finished? And I'm like, well, I finish when I say I finish. And, you know, and I'm a big, like... People pleaser.
Yeah.
So it's like, what makes it for me is the other girl getting off.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can get off whenever I want. Fuck it, it takes me 30 seconds. in the bathroom by myself if I wanted to. I can make it last. I can
Yeah.
make it last, or I can make it quick. Basically, I pick when and where,
Yeah, basically.
kind of thing. So,
Yeah, you're pretty good with that. You've got really good. That's one place you have really good self control. Mention food though,
oh yeah, no.
and
So
you're
food, like I can control myself, but it's also been like we've had a change in lifestyle recently. So
yeah,
work has become a big priority for me.
yeah.
I've changed career paths, and
Both of us.
both of us have.
Yeah.
And we kind of have focused a lot of energy into our careers
Yeah.
at the moment.
And
So
now-
I've taken a step back from bodybuilding.
Yeah.
For the time being, it's not a forever no, but yeah.
Yeah, and this would probably be a really good time to. It's kind of a calm time right now in our life, so introducing a girl in our life right now is a better time because we are able to schedule things in. We do have a little bit more flexible of a life. Like when we're competing, to try and date is
Yeah.
near impossible.
You have a hard time keeping friends when
Yeah.
you're competing because,
Yeah.
and nobody understands it as well. And bodybuilding for me was a big change because bodybuilding changed my life, and I lost a lot of friends for sure. Because, and then it's like that time. It's like when you get sober, you realize who your real friends are,
Right.
kind of thing. So it's like when I started bodybuilding, like before I did bodybuilding, alcohol had been a thing. I gave that up, but I kind of definitely stuck to drugs.
Hmm.
But in order to do bodybuilding at an enhanced level, you have to stay as healthy as possible. So I traded drugs you put up your nose to drugs you put in your shoulders, legs, and ass. So, but hey,
It's the good kind of needles. Well,
yeah.
not the worst kind of needles. Not that it's great.
yeah, intermuscular is better than intravenous. But I honestly was never healthier than when I was bodybuilding. Prep, that's one thing. Like,
Yeah.
you're definitely not healthy then, but
Toward the
for the
end, yeah.
most part, my bloods have always come back perfect. But the
Mhm.
point of the story is
Dating while bodybuilding.
dating while bodybuilding would be difficult because I lost a lot of friends.
Hmm. And people don't understand. And if she's not in the lifestyle, then she's not going to understand either.
It's incredibly irritating to people, right?
Yeah, because it becomes everything. It's your meals are around it. Everything is timed around like when you need to go to the gym and when you need to eat, and it's all you basically sleep, eat, and breathe is bodybuilding. So to try and bring a girl into that, if she doesn't get it, she's not gonna like it.
Yeah, but at the same time, like we wouldn't say no because she's a bodybuilder. Like that's a commonality that we would have.
Yeah.
But it's not something we're looking for. We have enough of that energy in our house.
Yeah.
And
Big muscle
fucking
energy.
2 preps is enough to deal with.
Yeah.
Let alone
3. Could you imagine 3 of us competing at? Could you
Oh my
imagine how
God.
expensive it would be? 3 people competing.
we'd
at
go
once?
from 2 to 3 to 0 real quick.
Yeah.
The 3 of us being together, I think.
What do you mean?
Like the stress, like we would.
Oh,
Yeah.
stress levels.
Yeah, stress levels.
Yeah, it would be wild if we had a bodybuilding girlfriend too.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
no, there's a lot of reasons, and a lot of people don't understand it.
They don't understand how you can love more than one person at the same time, but yeah,
Yeah.
and not get jealous. That's honestly a lot of it is from trauma too. Like if you've been cheated on, like I've been cheated on. Have
Yeah,
you?
I've
Yeah,
been cheated
that's
on.
what I thought. So like you have that trauma, that thought in your past where jealousy usually comes out. But it also comes out with the fact that like you have these desires, so your partner must have these desires, so you need to control their desires.
Yeah, and it's like when guys, I only have eyes for my girls. You're a
Yeah.
fucking liar,
Yeah.
bro.
Fuck.
You're the biggest. If you are even sexual with a partner, there's no fucking way
Yeah.
that you don't have feelings, physical feelings for
another
another person, or even
another person.
yeah. anything. Like, that's total horseshit. I've never fucking believed in that.
Yeah, like if you only have eyes for your partner, then you don't watch porn then.
Yeah. But I definitely know I have friends that their wives don't let them watch porn, and it's like,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, porn's not like healthy or anything, but it's healthier when you watch it together. And we watch our
Everything's
porn
healthier when
together. Yeah. But it's funny, like, sorry.
No, I should have put a disclosure at the beginning of this that maybe family shouldn't watch this one.
Yeah, speaking of family,
Yeah.
like people not understanding, it's like I'm incredibly open, especially nowadays, like with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really hide anything. I don't in the past, like drugs, alcohol. We don't have conversations about it.
But it's
But she knows, and it's like even my mom doesn't quite understand. She doesn't understand the polyamory thing, but you can tell that she's intrigued by it when you tell her. She's like, how does that work? Like, how does that work? Like, I might not understand it, but it doesn't, like, bother her. She says if it's happy, makes us happy, and when we talk about it, she says she seems like, it seems like we do it in a healthy way, and I believe we do, because communication is a huge part for us.
Yeah, you need communication. Like, everyone has to realize the one thing we have had a challenge with bringing a girl in is that communication piece where she tells you something and then kind of treats me different or has tried to play us like we're not talking to each other about everything, like,
yeah,
which is odd. Like,
and it's like we will be equal. Like we want the relationship to be equal.
Yes.
Like my relationship with her is just important to me as my relationship with Shoni.
Yeah.
Vice versa, them together. Like all three of us together. But it's just
it'll be fair.
It'll be fair. Yeah, and never. That's what I say. I heard this on a podcast about polyamory, specific podcast just about, not just an episode, and they said it may not ever be equal,
but it'll
always be fair.
Yeah,
because there's no way unless you're sitting there,
the three of you,
neurotic about. Okay, well, I've spent this many minutes with fucking Shoni. Now I have to spend this many minutes with so-and-so. Oh, we're doing this together, then I have to do that exact same thing. Yeah. And that would take the whole point of it away.
Yeah, no, you need that.
Why would I do the same things with you as I would do with her?
Yeah.
Then we would just do more of that, you and I, if that's what mattered.
Yeah, no. You need to have your guys' own thing, and me and her need to have our own thing. That way we have our specific things that connect us, that bond us, that we share that love, that deepens our connection. Otherwise, we're just, we could just do that together.
Yeah. But one thing that I will say, the biggest flex about being blue collar especially is when it comes up in conversation at work that me and my wife bang other women together, and they're like she lets you sleep with other women. I'm like, no, we sleep with other women together. And then it's funny too because they see like my Instagram or something like that, and then they see like your fucking wife looks like that. You guys sleep with other women, and she cooks you lunch and breakfast every single day.
Yeah,
she's fucking crazy.
Oh,
absolutely fucking mental.
Yeah,
but so am I.
Yeah,
we're super extra, and that's another thing that plays into this whole dynamic. Is we're a lot, we need a lot. So
having that third person would help balance the fact that we are so much, and like that third person's probably also going to be a lot, but they have to also kind of be a lot to be able to match our energy, because like we're always like, we get up, like we said, 4 a.m. and we're go all day, so they kind of have to be able to match that. Like we can't have a night owl, really. Sorry, girls, if you're night owls.
Yeah.
Better start setting those alarms.
But, not sorry. We are single at the moment, so if you're watching this and you're interested, hit us up. Send me a DM, send her a DM.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting at work sometimes because she basically runs the
Tinder,
the Tinder or whatever apps.
dating
We
app,
do
yeah.
have more than just Tinder. We're not those people.
Yeah.
We have more than just that. But I'll be at work. Or something, and
random
I'll get
girl
a
text.
random girl texting me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I know exactly. Like, the first time it happened, I was like, I immediately phoned Shoni, and I was like, fucking, what's this? And she's like, oh, well, I matched with her, and we've been chatting, so I told her to text you. Yeah, I can't tell you, like, how many times I've just been sitting at work, and I laugh, and somebody will be standing next to me, and I can't help but tell them. I'm like, they're like, oh, what's so funny? And I'm like, oh, I just got a
My
random
wife
text.
just got me a girlfriend.
Yeah, I was like, I just got a text for some random girl. And they're like, what do you mean? Aren't you, like, married? And I'm like, well, yeah, but my wife sent me this girl or whatever, or gave this girl my number. So, like, I don't even know what they look like. I don't see their pictures.
Yeah,
I
not
just leave it
until
up
later.
to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easier, and, like, every once in a while you'll play around and swipe through.
Yeah, we only really ever do that together.
Yeah.
I don't really ever, like, I could have it if I wanted it, but it's like I have enough shit in my day being a general foreman at work. And enough shit. I don't take breaks.
Yeah.
I eat while I stand and walk around. I don't have time to be fucking around with Tinder.
Yeah, you don't even have time for Instagram anymore.
No. Yeah, I'm never on Instagram. I haven't posted a story or a post that I wasn't collaborated in or tagged in.
I'll have to message you and be like, hey, I collabed on this. Accept it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I've spent more time recording this podcast than I have on Instagram in weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now we have to schedule these times. We're working on schedule, which is going to be good. So hopefully...
She builds my schedule for me now. Starting today, I get notifications on my phone. I got a notification about this podcast.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And if you were to click on it, it would actually, in the description, give you a whole rundown of also the other things that are...
See, I don't have time for Instagram. Shoni has time for scheduling and writing descriptions of all this shit. Because that's Shoni's job.
Oh my god. You want to talk fucking schedules to me?
Yeah.
Tell me about your schedule. Yeah. What time's your bedtime?
Yeah. I'll meet you there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it would be good to have it. It's fun to still sleep with our friends, but I think that it would also, having a wife would allow me to actually have friendships where, like, I'm sure I'll still have those desires towards my friends because I want to show my affection to my friends, but I think that I would now be fulfilled because I have that girl love. Because that's a big thing, is I want that girl love.
Yeah, you want that best friend
that I can
you
still...
can share intimacy with.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not straight.
Yeah.
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 We've also had that too. We've had the girls that are
just want to sleep with him and show up. They're fun.
They're fun. Honestly, the one that was straight was still, in my opinion, the best that we ever had.
Yeah. She was fun. She was a lot of fun. She was very adventurous. Yeah, she was very adventurous.
She didn't say no to anything. To anything. It was wild. They both, like, are into these fucking
books.
They read books that you would get fucking flagged on the internet for doing Google searches of. The shit that goes on in their books is just like, like, I'm just gonna leave the level of insecurity for some people listening to this at the fact of the topic as it is now. I won't get into details, but maybe in the bottom of this we'll post just some of the books.
Yeah.
And all you freaks out there that know exactly the book.
What books? Yeah.
Or when
you can hit us up. Yeah.
These girls are out, like, just reading the book in public. And then nobody knows until one person sees and they're like, you fucking slut.
I know what you're into. Yeah. Yeah. No, she was fun. But yeah, the problem with having that straight girl is then that's kind of where it ends. You don't get that. I don't get that intimacy. They'll still give you the affection that you want and that empathy that you want, but then I don't get the same. And then the other issue we've had too is girls kind of unload on me versus their
Yeah,
trying to
that is
impress
how
you.
that has been a thing.
Yeah,
Like,
that's been a thing with more than one girl.
yeah, girls like that we've matched with and we've chatted with
Yeah.
for a while, they fucking complain to Shoni.
Yeah.
They complain to you.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like, I'll get a, hey, how's it going?
Oh, you get the good days, you get the cute
Good mornings
selfies, you
and
get all
fucking-
the flirting, and then girls will like message me and be
And
like, my
bitch about
day's
their day.
shit. Yeah, I fucking this has gone wrong. This has gone wrong. I'm hating everything. I feel fat, and it's like, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like literally, if we were to put phones side by side and text messages coming in
At the same time.
at the same time, Brandon's getting like, oh yeah, like I'm having a great day, I'm just doing this, and like sending cute selfies.
Mm.
And like I want that too. Like, sure, tell me about your bad days. I still want to hear it. Like, don't not talk to me about them.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, where's my selfies?
Yeah.
Like, that would make me smile.
It's hard to find girls that are actually bisexual, but
Yeah.
also open enough to consider this. And that's what
Yeah.
it is. Like, it's,
They are unicorns.
yeah. And it's difficult too because we, like we said, we want the relationship to be equal,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't just like move in with somebody right away. So there
Okay.
is that period where that person will also feel uncomfortable because they don't live with us.
Yeah.
We spend all of our time together, and another issue is that they've also become jealous of us.
Yeah, we've had that.
Yeah, that's been a definite thing where
Mm-hmm.
they were like, well, you want to be equal. Like, one girl was fucking crazy. We didn't even actually meet her.
Yeah.
We talked to her for a while, but she's like, well, you guys fucking are with each other all the time, and you saying you want equal. This fucking chick
Ignored me that day.
ignored you that day.
Yeah, I text her good morning and
Yeah, we were both having a bad day. So
Oh, yeah.
we're having a bad day. So Shoni actually messages her.
Yeah.
I hope she fucking listens to this. Shoni actually messages her saying, hey, good morning, just how's it going? I didn't message her.
Yeah.
I was having a shit day.
You got to work late.
I got
that
to
day,
work.
and, like, you
Well, I
had-
didn't get to work late. I don't
Well,
fucking ever go to work late.
No, but like
I got
on
to work
time.
on time,
Yeah,
probably.
which is late
Not
for
early.
us. Yeah. But like, yeah, so you got to work, so you had to hit the ground running.
Yeah,
like,
and then I get this fucking text from her saying, oh, you said you were going to text me last night. And, like, just remember, we haven't even met this girl yet.
mhm.
You said you were going to text me last night. Well, people say they're going to do something. That means something to me.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, oh, sorry, I'm having a bad day or whatever. And this and that and fucking whining about it. And then Shoni was having a bad day, too. And it's like, that shit happens. And then the fucking day before we're supposed to meet her, she fucking messages us and goes, so I'm actually gonna I've matched with one of your friends.
Yeah.
Won't mention the name, but I'm like, she mentions like his Instagram handle,
Yeah.
but like half of it, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then she sends me a fucking screenshot of the profile. I've met this fucking guy once. We competed together at the first show, so if you want to go do a deep dive, that'll narrow it down to like 12 people.
Yeah.
But matches with this guy and then goes fucking, well, I thought I was coming into something stable because she assumes that we're fucking fighting, so this and that. I thought I was coming into something stable and I'm just going to see where it goes with this guy, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, I'm like, whatever. Like, I didn't even get mad about it. I was like, yeah, you do you. I'm not forcing you. I'm also not going to beg you to stay or try to convince you. Because if it was like, all it took was 3 days of texting and then I don't text you on time,
Yeah.
and you're already fucking whining.
And then, like, she said to you that, like, you guys aren't even texting me, and I had texted her
And
that
she had
morning.
texted her that morning,
And then I
she
got
ignored.
ghosted. Yeah. She blew up your phone that morning.
Getting mad at me because I didn't.
You, until I didn't get to hear back from her until like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you heard back from her after she bitched to me about not texting her, but you had already texted her. Yeah, and then anyway, so fucking long story short to the end of this one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, whatever. She was into some weird shit. She wasn't quite our thing, but I was like, she was into some weird shit in the bedroom, and I was kind of excited for it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she would have kind of like matched our freak.
Yeah. She reads the books too.
She reads the books, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, whatever. We forget about it. And we like unfollowed her on Instagram and stuff. She unfollowed us. Yeah. So that we were like, whatever, fucking unfollow her. I don't want to see her. I unfollowed her. She fucking kept showing up in my stories.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, whatever. Don't give a fuck. I wasn't mad.
Still follow her dog.
Yeah. I didn't even know she had a dog profile.
Yeah.
Anyway, fucking 2 weeks goes by and we both get a message from her.
Asking to come back.
To come back because that fucking guy was too much while she was in school. And then she's trying to play it off like she didn't tell us, like, oh, I thought I was coming into something stable. And she's like, oh, he was just too much for me while I was in school and all this fucking nonsense.
Be way too much for her.
And it's like, so what? Every time you fucking match with somebody, you're just going to like bounce?
Hope the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah, and then when it doesn't work out, come back. It's like, get bent.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, but it was like, that's what we mean. Like, fucking, you kind of got to be a little weird to be able to do the polyamory thing. Yeah. So, we're not. Yeah, the people that are, like, willing to do it seriously are like us. Not so stable.
Gotta be a little weird. Open. No. I know one day we'll find our wife, and
it'll happen when we're not looking. And we don't really look hard either.
No.
Most of the things that have come with us have been like, we have girls that'll match with us or Instagram stuff, and then it's just like, unless there's that interest, like we definitely matched with the one girl, and I talked to her like for fucking a day, and then just fucking gave up because it was like I was carrying the conversation.
Oh yeah, that was painful.
Couldn't fucking handle
when
it.
When people like don't, the one word answers, like, God, put some effort in
it's like and they message me first.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I feel like the whole conversation is me like asking questions, and then they just answer it and don't ask another question. And I'm like, well, fuck you then.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. You don't have enough time in a day to try and deal with that. That's why I try and vet them all first.
Yeah.
It's easier. Remember when I reached out to that one girl for you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a good story, too. This is a fucking funny one. So I had this crush on this fucking girl at my gym.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hope she sees this, too. Because she fucking blocked me.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't understand why she blocks you.
So her and I, like, flirted.
Before you and I.
Before you and I.
Yeah.
Like, her and I were flirting. I don't care. Like, we were gonna fucking hang out one time, and this and that, and then I started dating you, and she lived here in Airdrie. And fucking, so we go to the gym. And, like, I introduced myself to her because that was the first time that I'd met her. We had talked on Instagram for, like, months before. And then I started dating you. And I would flirt with her still, and I would freaking comment on her stories and shit like that.
Emojis
yeah, she was fucking hot. And
she wasn't my cup of tea.
She wasn't your cup of tea. But
she was straight.
Yeah, she was straight.
She was very straight. She is very straight.
I would, like, flirt with her, and she would, like, flirt back still, like, even she
definitely would flirt back. Like, she was a tease.
Yeah, she was a tease, and she knew that I was with Shoni.
Yeah.
And
so I messaged her the one day.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I fucking, like, really want, and Shoni was like, you know what? No strings attached, fucking,
like, have at it.
Have at it. You can go, and I'm like, how do you even do that? Like, how do I approach a fucking girl without being weird?
And then without being labeled a cheater.
Yeah, that's another thing. So don't let me fall off on this, on the story.
Yeah.
But that's a super important fact, is I also leave it up to Shoni, because coming from me,
It seems
instant
creepy.
look like a cheater, looks
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Coming from the fucking guy. So in these relationships, if even with when you're doing partner with partner, like swinging or anything like that, you have to ask the same sex.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah,
That's a
agree.
respect thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm sitting there with this fucking conundrum, like, fuck, like, how do I even flirt with girls? Because everybody knows that we're together, especially people in the gym.
Yeah.
So as soon as I do it, it's like, unless they know what our dynamic is. So Shoney's like, fuck, I'll reach out to her for you.
Yeah.
So Shoney reaches out to her and was like, so,
Send a really nice message.
really
Like, it
nice
wasn't
message. My
creepy.
husband has a
Crush on
huge
you.
crush on
Yeah.
you, has for a long time. And I know you guys chat or whatever, so if you guys ever wanted to hook up, no strings attached, like, wouldn't be. And she responded back to Shoney, like, nicely as well.
Yeah, like she was super amicable. She was
She was like, oh, I respect that. And she's like,
but it's not my thing.
but it's not my thing, and I don't want to be a side piece. And then,
and totally understandable.
yeah, and then I messaged her and was like, so I heard my wife got into your DMs or whatever, and we had like a funny little conversation. And she was like, yeah, I don't want to feel like a side piece. And I was like, sweetheart, you wouldn't feel like a side piece, trust me. And she was like, nope, not into it for me. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, fair. I think I might have fucking put like a fire emoji or a fucking heart eyes, which I had done so many times
to her stories.
her stories.
Or the messages. Like, you guys were flirting. Like, there was no...
Yeah, no questions asked.
Yeah.
And then fucking all of a sudden it's like, oh, she's not showing up on my thing. And I noticed it because it was like, this has been one of the longest Instagram relationships.
Yeah.
Like chatting relationships I had.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for chatting, like before you and I, her and I would like actually chat.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, fucking, she disappears from my story, and she was like first one in my feed all the time.
Yeah.
She always watched mine. I always watched hers. And I fucking look at Shoney, and I'm like, either she blocked me or she deleted her account. Shoney picks up her phone, searches her Instagram. She blocked you. I wasn't even creepy about it.
No.
You were the one that fucking did it.
If anything, you'd think that she would have blocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still fucking never blocked you.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, it was weird that she blocked you and not me. Like, at least if you're gonna block one of us, block both of us.
Yeah.
Like, we're still gonna...
And it wasn't like I was being pushy. I wasn't pushing
No.
it. After she said no, I never...
You dropped it.
Yeah, I dropped it. I
Yeah.
never, like, pursued it or pressured her or tried to convince her or anything. I
No.
was super respectful about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just fucking...
It was weird.
It rubbed me the wrong way, I'll be honest with you. That not only did it hurt my feelings a little bit, it pissed me off, and I was like, fuck you. But...
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys actually did talk. Like, you weren't... It wasn't like you just, like, sexted. Not even that you were sexting.
No, we were
or
just
anything.
flirting.
We were
Like,
just
it was super harmless flirting. It was never, like... There was no dirty talk, but, like, she had a kid, and fucking... She was older, too. Like, she's, like, 36.
Yeah, I remember, because you insulted our other older friends by being like, this chick is 36 and she's so hot. Like, and they were like,
this chick does not look like fucking 36. Meanwhile, I'm saying this to fucking other friends that are 36, and it's like, I've never, like, jumped out of the water and be like, wow, you look fucking really good looking great.
Yeah. Because everyone does age differently, and yeah. Anyways, fun tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're polyamorous. We just got a lot of love. Really weird.
Very weird.
Yeah.
We've never actually the one chick that was super weird, the one we just told before that story, was the weirdest person we had talked to.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down weirdest person we had talked to. Was into shit that nobody else we know is into.
And when we say weird, I would like to classify the fact that that's not being mean.
No.
When we're like, she was super weird, it's not like we're like,
we're weird.
Yeah,
we're super weird.
Yeah. Like, we're saying it as a good thing. Like, we're not saying like, oh god, don't talk to this person, they're weird. No, we like weird.
Weird is good.
Yeah, weird is a good thing.
Yeah, the weirder the better. I always say that. I love weird girls. You gotta be weird. Yeah. So if you're watching this and this does intrigue you and you do want to hit us up, you better be strange. Because if not, the normies.
Yeah. God, we don't need to be bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're vanilla, just unless you want to learn some weird shit,
Well, we're willing to teach.
yeah, we're willing to teach.
Yeah.
But if you're vanilla and you're not willing to learn, then sorry,
Yeah.
it's a no before you even try.
Yeah, if you don't know what the restraints on the bed are for.
Yeah. If you don't know why there's a hook hidden, well, we don't hide shit either.
No.
There's literally people that have kids and shit that lock up their sex toys. I bet you I could look around this room right now.
I see at
I
least
can
three.
see one.
I see at least 3.
Yeah. We just leave them everywhere. Kitchen counter.
I know.
They're always clean. We're not pigs about it. But
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. We use them as decoration, basically.
yeah, they are. Most of them are really colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they glow in the dark.
Yeah, some of them do glow in the dark.
Yeah. So I know my mom came over the one day, and I at least, if we have company, I'll at least make sure everything's put into the bedroom.
Sort of.
Well, if we have our parents, like if my mom comes over, if your mom's coming over, if a friend brings their kid over,
Yeah.
then we're respectful.
Yeah.
Or if well, so I put them into the bedroom, and my mom like went into the bedroom to
And they
see
were
the dog.
all of them.
We're just piled on top
Yeah.
of the dresser.
Yeah, and we have some. What's that?
Oh God.
We have some novelty looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them are novelty.
Some of them are also this long.
We're weird.
Yeah, super weird.
Yeah.
But that there, I think, would be a good place. I think we've covered pretty much everything that we can. But if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. And
We do have on our website now I've made it so you don't have to put your email or your name in, so you can send us anonymous messages, and it does actually come through as anonymous. If you want to be known, you can message us on Instagram. You can put your email in if you want a private reply. Then that way we can message you back with any answers to any questions.
or if you have some topics that you'd like us to talk about as well, give us some ideas.
Yeah.
But, yeah, looking on that note, like, follow, and subscribe, and we'll
Stay
do this
weird.
again. Stay weird.